Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kenos, and we are here tonight for another Gym Class Feeders as we have the lead into the GMA Community Cup. Joining me is our good friend and fellow caster, Token. How's it going, Token?
I'm doing great.
Fantastic. Glad to hear it. So, as we go into our lead in to the Community Cup, we're going to see some new faces here in Gym Class Feeders. We're going to be having some more players cycling in just to get a better feeling of kind of what their play style is, but also we're going to have more Gym Class Feeder events, some on Sundays now, but here we are on the first Tuesday with all the players locked into the Cup. Who are you keeping your eye on, Token?
I'll be looking out for Zami and Wishbone today.
Yep, both on our blue side. Wishbone, of course, is a returning veteran member of the LCUS. And as you see with the banner I've got up here, because no one gives me the new graphics. Um, but, interesting to see her in a different sort of role. I don't know. Do you know if she's going to be mid this in this cup event, or is she just playing here for the hell of it?
Oh, I do know, but all that information is redacted. I cannot speak on it right now.
Well, we will act as though she is auditioning for mid lane, and we will treat it as such. Other members, we got Ravane up in the top lane, Burn the Heretic and Alpha in the bot lane positions, rounding out Wishbone and Zami's team. And then J-Dog still in the top lane, Alonzi in the jungle. Our own current manager of GMA, Sigtao Lord, will be playing tonight, as well as Prowler and Chaosix. So stacked all stars and new faces, returning members, veterans. It's going to be a fun night. I'll tell you what. It'll be even more fun once our players are ready to rock and roll. Um, so from we talked a little bit about the blue team already with Wishbone, Zami. Anyone on the red team keeping an eye on?
Um, this for red team, it'll be mostly again looking at the mid lane. So Wishbone vs Chaos 6 will probably be one of the highlights, and then I guess two other highlights will be Zami versus Alon-Z. Zami has played in last GCF, but now these are the more serious ones, quote unquote, or the ones that we will be, if you're on the team, being as I am part of the team committee, we will be looking a lot more stringently on to look and see how players are and stuff, and the bottom lane as well with Heretic versus Prowler.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, we don't really see Sigtao Lord often in these events. So good to see him get picked up. And of course, we have some targeted bans right away here. Kaisa, of course, just being good overall, but you take out the Darius and the Warwick.
I wouldn't
Straight.
be surprised to see Set also being banned here as well.
Mm.
Just as there's targeted bans going back and forth between the two at this very moment in time. These will probably be very standard to the sites as well. I would not be surprised seeing Ravane ban Set, and then we'll see probably last ban Vi. Okay, so they're actually targeting their jungle a lot more. That's actually very interesting. I wonder if they will also do a jungle targeted ban as well. Zami is known to play tanks such as a Mimu, so I wonder if they just ban a Mimu outright.
Amumu
So
would be a good ban. We've seen him be used very effectively in gym class feeders already. But they take Riven off the board, as Sigtao
yeah,
Eternal in chat predicted.
yep. So mostly for the Ravane pick. I think Riven's always been like the Riven or Vayne when Ravane is in the game has always been like the two bans that come out just for funsies. Ravane has been known to play Riven very much. So first pick probably going to be the support or AD pick here. Will not be. I think. Okay, there is the Mumu.
And just a set insta lock. Very
Set
nice.
Instalock J-Dog known for his set. I think anyone who's watched Last Split or has played against it does know he is very proficient with that champion as well. And because they also picked Imumu here, Alan Z does have a recommendation just to pick his champion here. Morgana coming out, Morgana actually being a three or actually a four-way flex, funny enough. So this Morgana can basically go anywhere in jungle, mid, AD, or support because all four players do play it. So that's a very smart pick from them as well.
Considering what Alonzi's playstyle is, I would laugh for hours if Alonzi plays Morgana jungle.
It's not. It's getting there. So we're gonna see Mundo being picked up. Mundo with the rework has coming out is, in my opinion, overly overtuned and just a lot stronger than people have. He does have his weaknesses though, so we will be interested to see Wishbone picking up her Lux, the signature Lux it is, most likely picking up herself before she does get insta-banned. So this is interesting. Bot lane is basically going to be the targeted bans for the next 2 picks, but it's basically showing red team has basically showed their side of, or their hand of all their solo lanes and stuff. So Kiosix here might just pick up his mid lane pick here, or if he's confident, he might just pick up a support here as well. Most likely it will be his support lane pick, or nope, just picking Zoe into Lux as well.
Okay, so we'll see where. I mean, Brew City will probably assume the Morgana's going bot, so they could ban out a couple more junglers, take Zac off the board maybe, which Alonzi has played in the past.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not surprised to see an ADC ban, and I'd expect maybe another one as well.
Yeah, Brew City Brawlers are probably going to focus all their bans on Alonzi right now, assuming that it's not Morgana, so they might just ban things that they think are overpowered. He does play Amin, says Ronnie and Zac, so those bans are pretty atypical. They could also force a couple bans on Sig. Sig Talor does play Blitzcrank. But what we'll see in Ashe ban, Prowler is known to basically play 2 champions, which is either Ashe and or Caitlyn. So I would not be surprised if they actually do Ashe Caitlyn and force Prowler into playing either that Morgana to flex it down bot and or picking an actual champion that is most likely going to be uncomfortable for him. So there's actually, wow, there's a lot of bot lane bans. There's 4 bot lane bans here. Can we make it 5?
Yeah, well, I hope they ban Caitlyn now. So it'll be like what, Jin Lucian bot?
Yeah, it's like Jin, Lucian, Varus bot lane. Nocturne being banned out. Alonzi is known for that Nocturne, so yep, there's Caitlyn. Pick that Caitlyn. There we go. So this will be a Kate Morgana bot lane. So last pick will be jungle. This is mostly going to be flexed. I don't think Alonzi can play Morgana jungle. It's also have been hurt a little bit from recent patches and stuff. So I think your counter pick here is to actually pick Varus and Thresh, actually, or Varus, or yeah, okay, Tristana and a mage. So Alpha's Seraphine is up, funny enough. So Seraphine can be picked with the Tristana. Those two actually have very decent synergy. Alpha can also play Karma. He can also play Nami as well. Defensive enchanters are not very good here because their team does want to go all in. So Alpha may be picking up Brand, maybe Xerath as well.
Elkaz?
Malzahar? Does he actually want to do it?
Or Malzahar. This could be Malzahar. It could be Malzahar.
Unless that Malzahar mid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually smart. I'd never seen Wishbone on Malzahar before, but that is actually a very smart pick. Lux does beat Zoe because of the way the matchup goes with her snare Q, because even if she hit her with the Q as Zoe ultimates in, she is still snared, so that Zoe is still killed. If this is Malzahar support, this is going way back to Season 4, Season 5.
Well, that is clearly a very interesting pick, and we have a last pick of Sejuani jungle.
Okay, so I eventually got to the Sejuani pick there. So this will be... Oh, so it is going to be Malzahar. Okay, so... I don't know how I feel about Tristana Lux, actually. They're very counterintuitive to their playstyle. Because Lux wants to poke, but Tristana wants to all in. And it's funny, because they're playing this into a Caitlyn Morgana, where their whole game is just poke. I feel like the Varus would have been better here, actually, and more complementary for their team comp that they were building.
Yeah.
I don't know if Heretic plays Varus still. That's the thing, though. Like, maybe someone knows in chat, but I don't think so as well. But this will be interesting seeing Wishbone on Malzahar. Malzahar into Zoe is probably one of these, one of those matchups where it is very skill based. The Malzahar with the spell shield is able to basically sync a CC if possible, and then just all in afterwards. So the Zoe sort of it's on the Zoe to play better than the Malzahar.
Yes, the most balanced passive in the game.
Yeah.
Hey,
well, better than
Sorry, talking to chat. Carry on.
So this is wow, it's actually funny because when you look at these team comps, you think that Red's or Cowbell has better team comp synergy. Oh, they got like the Morgana, they got the Sejuani, and then you think about it a little bit more, and it's like, well, after that, they don't really have much follow-up in a sense, because Zoe wants the poke, Caitlyn wants the poke as well, but doesn't really want to all in as hard, and Set's sort of just there as Peel. So it's actually really funny because both teams want to go all in, but a part of their teams also don't want to go all in as well. So this will be very interesting to see how they adapt to that, or which team does get ahead.
Yeah, that is That is a very interesting point. We have a comment from Pointy Ball
So
saying
he does play
that,
Varus.
yep,
Okay.
still plays various Trist for self peel. I can certainly see that. Getting away from some of the scarier things like the Morgana binding, Sejuani, Sleepy Bubbles, all that stuff. Is
Yeah,
something.
but Yeah, but like if you get hit by that, you're already dead anyway. With as Tristana, like even if you prep the jump as the CC is coming through, you're probably still dead if the Zoe doesn't randomly miss her ultimate Q, or the Morgana just doesn't is not able to follow up. So I feel like the Varus is better because you can't you still have like in this matchup you have to play back unless somehow in the first 3 minutes, just like we've seen in every GCF game so far, it's like 2 lane bottom kill, Tristana gets a 2 kill lead, and then the game's over from there. So it's basically that. So it will be interesting to see if the Tristana gets ahead or not,
Mhm.
or if Tristana just insta kill away immediately.
Yeah, give me 1 second here. Apparently, there's something up with the game category.
Oh, we're
So,
just chatting.
well, we are
Welcome to
just
just
chatting
chatting with.
until
Yeah, we are technically just chatting until league starts.
the joys of a bot. All right, so we got 40 seconds left. Who is winning?
I'm going to go with. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Team J Dogs or Cowbell's team. I just like their comp a little bit better. There's just a little bit miss synergy here and there, but I think they can make it work.
Yeah, I mean, I like the look of the bot lane a little bit more. But I mean, you can't really count Malzahar out because he can be so annoying and so devastating when he wants to be. And on top of that, you also have the Dr. Mundo, who we said is, a little bit out there right now.
Yeah,
So,
it will be interesting to see how the Mundo plays because his passive cannot be procced by Set very easily. So this will be very interesting to see. And when the Mundo does get his passive back, which is an 8% heal, it's very very good.
mhm. Well, we'll see if the skins are very, very good. Let's see what we got here. Well, everyone's got a skin.
But he has a skin. Oh my gosh, I still have blacks. Okay, Pengu cosplay Tristana. Okay, I'll give them points for that.
I don't mind any of these. I think these lineups are essentially the same. Maybe a slight
Yeah,
edge to bot to the cowbell.
I agree. I agree. Cowbell probably has Bruce City has Surprise Party. I'm Mumu, so that's my favorite skin to play as a Mumu, by the way. Surprise Party. As
I
you come out of the shadows and CC everybody to death, that is the best. The best kind of surprise party.
I have to say, battle. I still am a little torn on Battle Academia Caitlyn. I don't like her jet boot passive movement thing. That's
I
that's
just like
that's what
Pengu
scares
cosplay
me.
Tristana because you're shooting penguins out. That's really just it.
I haven't actually seen this skin, so this will be fun. Always in for more Tristana skins.
Interesting that Sigtal actually went exhaust and not ignite though into this lane. Um, this lane is most likely going to be a kill lane rather than a sustained fight lane, so it's very interesting to see Sigtal Lord not pick up ignite here, considering that ignite will most likely be used defensively and or to secure kills rather than to sustain fights.
I think the exhaust might have been taken because they're worried about Tristana jumping on them, or other people
Yeah,
jumping on them. Like suddenly a Mumu shows up. I don't know. There could be that concern.
probably that's the concern, but it's like you're Morgana Caitlyn. You really shouldn't get jumped upon. If you did, if you are, you are vastly overextending, or in some shape or form.
Hmm.
Um, so again, I'm not too sure. These again, I it will be interesting to see how they play this out. It's all speculation till we see it. Um, so yeah. So one thing with let's talk about Mundo real quick. One thing with New Mundo is that I believe one of the I think one of the ruins or the ruin fight at this moment is do you take grass or do you take Conqueror? And the reasoning for taking Conqueror of Mundo is because he heals so well and he does so much damage like level 1 to level 2 early on, it's like his like damage output's ridiculous at the moment. That it's actually better just to go Conqueror because he can stack it so much faster with his Q procs, because his Q range on his axes now I think they've been increased by about 50 or so feet.
Thank you for the Prime sub, Nickel.
Hey. We see pings going down. Are they going to try to 5-stack this? Oh no, it's a 5-stack rush. Here we go.
At least you're keeping it interesting to start off with here, right?
Yep. Gonna keep it interesting here. I think they're gonna just 5 or very shoddily 5-point here as best they can. Yep, they should notice this. They should notice this. Okay, they do notice this.
Yeah, they get out.
Yeah.
A little close, though.
There's a little part of me was like, someone's probably alt tapped here.
It's a good thing that they were paying attention, because those always, the ones where you're asleep at the wheel, level 1 ganks are always the most painful.
Yeah.
So, we'll see if anyone does anything else special here. Doesn't look like it. Looks like J-Dog's just heading top.
Yeah, these look to be very standard in openings. The Amumu will start red with a leash. Sejuani will do probably a full blue side clear. So
Alright, so yeah, after a brief moment of early excitement, we are heading into a more standard style of opening, and we get to look at the penguin gun for a moment. Those poor penguins.
yeah, so Alonzi most likely will do his 3-camp strategy, where he will always belay wolves here. It will be interesting to see how Zami plays into this. We did see Zami play 3 games last week as junglers. He's got a pretty wide champion pool, so at this moment now, we'll see how well they are able to adapt pathing here. I think, and yeah.
I hope our Lord and Master, the directed camera, shows us more of the mid lane.
It's like, no, we don't want to see mid lane here.
There's a mid lane? Nah, let's just watch some CC
Yeah,
fights.
Look at that. Able to guess every jungler correctly. So LMZ is going to skip his wolves. It's very typical that you want to do a full blue side clear. I can see why his reasoning is he wants to probably help top or get the scuttle real fast. Zami's doing the basic strategy where he goes red, raptors, wolves, blue, then he's going to try ganking. Or try to get this wolves camp and or gank top lane. I think Alonzi is basically going, I need to get up here first, because J-Dog is pushing very, very hard and pushing Ravane literally out of this lane, both figuratively and actually. So he will need to cover for this gank that will most likely happen.
Oh, speaking of ganks, we do have Alonzi here.
Mid.
2 flashes blown.
Yep,
Okay.
that's blown, and I think... Oh, that's really close. I think she's alive, though.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So that one auto was just enough to help her out.
Should have popped the health pod as soon as she did barrier.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she did have a pot. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Popping the pot, I think they had a little too late there. We do have Zami just sitting here. Interesting. Oh,
Yeah.
that is...
Get that clever steal.
I don't think he got the steal. I think that was Alan Z who got it. Yeah, he did not get the steal in time.
Oh, he didn't get the
So that's
steal either.
Yeah, he didn't, but he does get some help. He is going to get this kill here. Oh, and this game is gone off the rails already. So Zami, I think, overstayed for that scuttle for too long. You do see bot lane roaming up to also deny the other one. This is Prowler special, by the way. This is Prowler special. He will always move up once he has if his lane is pushing or it's sort of tied in this position here. He will come up, take the scuttle, and deny the other jungler scuttle. Zami actually should have just given up that scuttle pick, just ran down and started doing his other crap from the other side as well. I think he was being a little greedy there. He was hoping just to steal that as best he can, and now he's going to get counter jungled, as he sort of noticed from how Alonzi is playing at this moment. Alonzi is sort of running down. He's going, yeah, I now have the lead here. I'm just going to go take your Krugs, because you have no reason to come into my red side to do so.
I'd like to give a big shout out to J-Dog for some of that heads up play against the Amumu. Is going to get killed by minions here though. So.
Oh, after such a nice outplay too, where he beats Ravane in the minion wave as well. Unfortunately, I don't think he was paying attention to all the casters beating him up, and he's like, oh well, whoops.
Well, we don't like to talk about all the times we beat him up. Burn the Heretic almost gets out of there.
Unfortunately, I don't think he even gets out of there. Even if, yeah, he doesn't want to burn flash or heal, so he smartly just gives up. It gives his life up. He does get outflanked and outganked. A little unfortunate. His team is not pinging. Unfortunately, his team should be pinging like that. The Sejuani was bot side the entire time. So yeah, Zami now is really just sort of on the back foot here. Sejuani is starting Dragon right here, which is smart to do. His lane is winning. Zami should see this out, and actually he should just fight this. He should just go over the wall. There we go. So he's just going to try catching up to the Sejuani here, hopefully getting the kill. But his team is not here. Heretic is wanting the wave, and there comes the smite down. Double smite, but I mean, maybe he gets a trade here, and unfortunately is unable to get the trade.
God,
But I think
where are the rotations?
Yeah, Zami's team is just not wanting to go in, but we do see Alpha here. Alpha gets the snipe. That's good. At least they get the trade. They don't get the dragon in the end. Unfortunately, he didn't aim high enough. I think if he aimed a little bit higher, he could have actually went for the steal there as well, because he chains both the kill on the jungler as well. And we do see, look at Alpha go. Alpha trying to carry his team to victory. Here he goes. There's a flash. That's pretty zealous, but I think that's enough to get the kill. That's enough to get the bomb. They need to run away right now. And there we go. Slow on the rotation. Bruce City gets that. No, sorry, that's Kelbo. Kelbo gets the dragon, but Bruce City's able to pick up 2 kills in return.
Yeah, I'm sure that Zami would have appreciated the rotation a little bit faster, but you get a couple of kills there, and that's good for everyone involved. You don't lose anything by Lux getting fed. Lux getting fed is not necessarily a bad thing compared to some other supports out there. We do have a little bit of a fight up here in the top lane. Zoe coming to help out. Ravane in a little bit of trouble here, but...
Yeah, Ravane using his ultimate, and he's going to poke J-Dog out with his Qs. I've been asked to breathe a little bit, so I will try to slow down my talking here as best I can. We do see Sejuani chasing the Amumu here. Ravane, just back up. Ooh, yeah. Okay, and then we have everybody's rotating up the top lane. It's a party
Everyone's
here.
here. Alonzi's now in trouble. So Alonzi will go down here unless he gets to flash over the...
Chaosic can't really help with that as well, unfortunately. Yeah. Yes, good intentions from Alonzi. Unfortunately, he sort of gets snipped by mid lane roams. One went through the river, one went through the backside of Baron, so... One out in the end, unfortunately, so Chaosix was unable to help his friend, because he did win through the backside. We do see some movement from bottom. Wow, these are some aggressive movements from Sigtal, Lord, and Prowler. They're really trying to get some vision in here as well. They're trying to deny... Oh, as a top lane gets the kill. That's very nice play by J-Log. But we do have this fight in the bot, and this bot lane... Zami, wow, Zami's just getting bullied out of here right now. And here we go, and we have a fight in the bot lane. Very good snare by Lux, but I don't think that's enough to kill. Nope, he just barely makes it out with his life. And even though they got some vision in there, unfortunately they're not able to fully deny Amumu.
Yeah, very nice rotation, very nice invade. Very lucky that the Caitlyn didn't die. We do have Alonzi coming in, trying to play spoiler.
Coming back in. Wow, these guys are just wanting to fight. Yeah, Alonzi's really just giving it to Zami right now, and this just came from the fact that he came in earlier. I do have a bug. Does Zami not have any... Oh! Zami didn't buy any items because, yeah, okay. His thing came off in the end. That's why he looked like he had no items. But it looks like bot lane's going to come in and kill Alonzi here as well. Yeah, we're just trading buffs, guys. This is just buff transfer completes as every buff is being ran over across to everybody right now.
Yeah, I mean, the level of aggression is leading to buff transfers, leading to high number of kills with not even 9 minutes having passed.
Yeah, there's a lot of not a lot of pings going out. I don't think these guys are pinging out movements, and this is why people are getting caught a lot of times. Zami's really getting the short end of the stick here as well, and unfortunately he is a Mumu, so Mumu doesn't really need that much like money to be relevant in the game, but it really does suck to have like your whole jungle being outwarded here. You got a pink ward on top side, you got 3 more wards on his red side as one dies on red side bush. So there's a lot of vision against this Amumu right now.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if the tables turn at all once he hits 6, which he just did. Because now he does have that ability to help lock down fights.
So we're going to see another fight again for the crab. I think Zamiji just give this up. You don't have to continue fighting for this, but he's going to look for the fight because here comes Wishbone. Wishbone's going to come around the corner. I think he's going to look for the flash here. Yep, here comes the Malzahar suppression into AoE stun, but everybody gets out for free, and that's 2 wasted ultimates, unfortunately, as Sejuani just sort of ease away and laughs about it.
I liked the drowsy bubble there. Prevented the Amumu from engaging anymore, and they just got to walk away.
Yeah, Chaosic's really doing a good job covering for his jungler. Alonz probably should be dying a lot more for like these like when he's getting pinched this hard, but Chaosic's really coming out like with those very nice bubbles, very nice bubble timings.
We do have Dragon coming up in 30 seconds. Will be a Cloud Drake. So we'll see what sort of rotations happen here. There's a big old snipe, but Lux does not die. That is a cool animation on that skin.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Very cool animation, but it looks like bot lane is overextending for some reason. You knew the Amumu was down here at some point, I think, with like pathing goes. Looks like Prowler's gonna die. Ooh, Sig did miss the snare there, so unfortunately, yeah, he's just gonna die. I don't think that mattered too much. It probably would have delayed it and maybe got a trade kill, but unfortunately that did not happen.
We did see the impact of the wasted ult, though, because they could have gotten both bot laners if the Amumu had his ult.
Yeah, that is very true indeed. Amumu going to come down. I think they are talking about doing Dragon right here. There's going to be a bit of a trade, so Cal Bell, yes, Cal Bell will get the Rift Herald. Bruce City will get this Dragon here.
It's also kind of interesting just from a, well, actually we'll see if Sig Lord is going to be able to interrupt this Dragon at all here.
Ooh, that was actually really close. No one blocked that, so if they hit it a couple more times, that was actually enough for the steal. That's 215 on the thing, and that was about 500 when it hit it. So that was very an almost accidental steal. That would have been very fatal for Bruce City Brawlers.
Also rather crazy that we're going to have an Inferno soul in this game. So
wait, Infernal? There's an Infernal Drake on the field? What?
So we got to keep an eye out for those massive damage bonuses that we're going to be seeing coming out of some of these high-octane characters.
Yeah, top lane's just been a big wet noodle fight, as you can notice, as these two of them just brawling the entire time. Looks like J-Dog is going to go first.
Oh,
later the Ruin
snipe,
King.
The Comet!
Oh, that is such a good snipe! Oh, very nicely done by Prowler. I think Prowler was the one who got the kill, right?
No, Comet for Sig got it.
Comet. Yeah, Comet from Morgana, yeah. That was so good.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Very good awareness from Sig Lord right there. They're going to get another plate from this as well, as they will just slowly do it. Yeah, and this is the problem with Tristana. One of the main problems I had with Tristana last split as well, as much as I love this champion, is she's very feast or famine-y. And I just didn't like the fact that you sometimes will, even if you do well in lane, it ends up feels sometimes like a coin flip. Playing the champion, because if you get behind in some shape or form, if you accidentally misplay or you accidentally like give up a kill, you're gonna die. As we see a TP bot lane. Here comes this Muno. We are gonna see another TP in response from J-Dog, so maybe he's able to, maybe he can solve this situation. But he is stuck between three people. There's a flash by Lux. Lux is gonna ulti and Venom in return. Oh, that was really close. He did press ultimate, and Tristana almost punted the set into the Lux, giving him an opportunity for the kill. But we do see a full party in the bot lane with Malzahar moving down as well. There's going to be looks to be a turret dive as Muno's going to try to tank for this. Tristana's going to flash for some reason, a little bit unnecessary. We do see stopwatch overpowered. Please call it Congressman. And it looks like Sig Lord might be able to walk away for free. He doesn't have flash, so he's sort of stuck under his tower. They might need to juggle this a little bit. There's a miscue by Amumu, and there is the pickup as Tristana walks up and just basically autos him that for Morgana.
I mean, good job by Alonzi up in the top lane, managing to grab first turret before Brew City does.
Yeah, that's actually a big win. Because that would have been a lot of money over to this Tristana, who definitely needs it right now. To try to help carry his team even more.
Pointy's saying that the game feels over. I don't know about that. It was like a 4-on-2. This game's nowhere near over.
I think it feels over on the side of Calbell. Calbell is basically sundered through the early game aggression from I don't know. Are you saying that it's over on the side of Calbell or Brew City?
I think he's saying that it's over for Cowbell, but I mean, I don't know if I agree with that. Granted, Tristana is 5-2, which is scary.
Oh, hi Peach, how's it going? I noticed you immediately. But I think if we talk about it like if it's a perfect game and they're playing it as it is, as we do see another fight, or not fight, more like an axe from Mundo being thrown out as well. I think from the side of Bruce City, their win condition basically now is Tristana. They have to keep this Tristana alive, and this Tristana cannot die as there's a flash suppression from the Malzahar. Unfortunately, the Alpha is able to pick it up. Almost was able to get away, but that's okay. Prowler, unfortunately, stepping too far forward for some reason. He didn't really need to. The wave was pushing into him, so he was fine. We do see a fight topside. A set is coming up, attempting to kill the Mumu, but the Mumu is able to walk away. Mundos might be able to stop this, and yes, that is correct.
Something I'm seeing here that is actually bothering me a little bit here. These last couple of engagements with Cowbell, they've had high damage, high potency characters alone, right? What the hell was J-Dog doing fighting 3-on-1 up there?
Yeah.
And that, in that sense, if they keep playing like that, the game is certainly over. Caitlyn all alone in the mid lane, of course you're getting ganged. Set trying to 2-on-1, you're not that fed.
Yeah, I think at this moment it's a little bit of bias from their team. They've been doing quite well, and they've just been Morgana. Oh my, that was almost a kill. That was very good hit from it. As this Mumu might die here. Nope, Mumu has the flash, but that's okay. Oh, that was an attempted good punt, but this is so forced, man. This is so forced.
They do get the shutdown
but
goal.
The Morgana gets the shutdown. Oh my goodness, that was so forced though. You didn't have to force that hard. You already had everything that you wanted, and now it's a trade in return. The Yamumu, wow, that's ballsy from Zami. Zami going in with like 2 bars of HP, and if unfortunately Sigtal Lord did not have Ignite. If he had Ignite, that was a kill.
Yeah, I mean, and the fact that they were trying to tank the turret and stuff. Sejuani isn't that durable yet to tank it multiple times.
Yeah, I could see why J-Dog was trying to 1v2 there, guys, but there's really no reason to at this moment. Their win condition is still better than Bruce City as they take this dragon as the response, as they killed like what, how many people? 3 people in that fight. There's really no need to like force these kinds of fights. You're noticing that they're trying to force fights to get their carries back into the lead, but they do have late game comparatively to this other team, and it feels like copium to say this, but it's like, yeah, but if you're running it down like this hard too, yeah, I could see why it does go over. It's like Prowler shouldn't be stepping this far forward. I could see why J-Dog was trying to 1v2 there, but I think it was unnecessary as we do see that Zoe go down in bot lane as well, being chased from the Mundo.
It's like somehow every time there's a player who's solo, Bruce City is there with 2 members. It's just like they're taking full advantage of the weaknesses where they see them.
Yeah, they're doing. Wishbone's actually been doing one thing to compliment and one thing to notice is if you guys have noticed, Wishbone has been really, really good at rotating with his team or with her team. Sorry, especially with Sammy. You've noticed that Wishbone has been very much on point when rotating to fights. She's been, I think, 70 to 80% of the time first character there, especially when it comes to these 2v2 and 3v3s early on in pre-15.
Yeah, possible attack here. Nope. This other Stam is as biggest laser in the world.
Big laser goes, ha ha ha, I'm fed, you're not, get out of here.
They do manage to get out though.
I don't think Alpha had his E, but I typically would like to E that bush, but we do see, yeah, again, they're trying to take as much jungle presence as they can. They are going to try to force this out. They are going to get out, but unfortunately, J-Dog has the flash, but J-Dog is now stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's just going to try getting or push out the Tristana to hopefully his Sejuani is able to get away, but this is, yep, and there's the Mundo passive. Mundo passive basically blocked his Sejuani ultimate, and he's going to get chased down here. Okay. Very close, very close.
Reasonable dodge there. Well played by LNZ.
Yeah, I think this game, relatively now, Pointy, is basically over. It's considering the way that Cowbell is playing. Cowbell is basically playing with their emotions rather than just playing for the macro game. So they've basically been running it down for quite a bit. But yeah, at this point, you do notice that the Amumu and Mundo are both online now, so it gets a lot harder for this team from J-Dog to actually play from behind and also play for their win condition, which is hard poke, until we can kill them all.
Maybe
we do see a fight in the top lane. Suppression. Yep, there comes the suppression. There is the barrier, but it looks to be not enough. And I think he dies here because of... Oh, there's the heal. Very good heal from Prowler. Very good turnaround. There's a lot of fighting going on still. Oh, Zami didn't block that. Oh, Zami... Oh, sorry, not Zami. Ravane did not block that, and he's going to get punished for that.
That was a good turnaround. Good team fight there. That's the sort of thing that Cowbell's been dying to for the last 5 minutes, and so they managed to utilize it themselves.
And Ravane not blocking that ultimate, that's a bit of an oof, Kane. That is a bit of an oof.
That was a really good Zoe snipe from the jungle, though.
Yeah, that was very good from Chaosix. Chaosix has been very quietly building his, or not building his lead, but been trying to like keep his team.
What
in the
is
game.
this?
Oh my god, they're trying to force this. What is going on here? Why? Oh man, but the Mumu has ultimate, so Mumu just has to walk in, press ultimate right now. Just
right, and Prowler's gonna die. Just
Oh, flash ulti. Oh no, that's good from Set though. Set is able to block out for his team. Yeah, this was so forced. Who called for this? This was so bad. Oh, you guys could have done this. You don't do this because it's not enough time. Everyone's just death timers are too fast right now, and yeah, everyone's just gonna die here. Yeah, this is just a free Baron now for Brew City.
It has to be one of the most interesting choices when it comes to strategic play.
That's sad. Unfortunately, one of the caveats of this game is that blue team, in theory, I'm gonna say in theory, guys, doesn't have very good pushing potential. They have Lux, and that's about it. Actually, no, they don't. They have Malzahar. What am I talking about? Yeah, this game's basically over if Cowbell do not take this Infernal Drake away from them, because they have Malzahar pushing. They have Malzahar minions to push waves uberly fast. They have Lux E's to kill waves really quickly, and they have Tristana bomb.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going for Brew City right now.
Yeah. One thing that has always bugged me is that in these games, not many people like blue trinkets for some reason, as we do see, I guess, a fight going on. No, it's more of a poke game going on right now. I honestly think blue trinkets are much better. Like, as soon as you hit 9, unless you're not support or jungle who needs it, oh god. Goodbye, J-Dog.
Sig
Nice
also
knowing you, my
unfortunately missing that binding as well. Not that it would have gotten much done.
Yeah, and then there comes the flash ult, there comes the flash, there comes the ultimate, and everyone's dead here. This game is essentially over from here. Very good dodge from Chaosix. Chaosix almost dying to the bomb. I think if he got one more autoed, he was basically dead there.
I think that it's also kind of unfortunate for this Cowbell team going into the game 2 that we'll get to somewhat soon.
Yeah.
Because there isn't too much to analyze from a like team building perspective. It's just game sense and not getting caught out, really.
Yeah, like you could take the first 15 minutes of this game and break it down, and that's about it. It's actually funny. When did Pointy say when it was over? I think it's around 15 to 16 minutes when Pointy said that, so it's actually really funny. It's basically when, for the 5 minutes of where Red Team was just running... Yeah, they're just running it down now, so... I'm not going to comment on this because there's really nothing to talk about. They just have lack of vision, so they're forced to go into these positions where they're trying to, like, make plays forward or make vision plays forward, but they're just getting caught every time. So this game is essentially just over from here on out, and it just... Yeah, it feels, like, rough because it's, like... Both teams were not communicating with each other pre-15, by the way. Like, and you guys could really see this with just how Brew City was able to basically, as we see another death coming through. How did you die?
Snipe from out of nowhere.
Okay, snipe from out of nowhere. Okay. Brew City was actually able to get very good vision early on, but they really shouldn't have. Like, they really shouldn't have been able to get vision, considering how Blue Side was able to control part of their maps. Zami was getting absolutely throttled in this game until his team until like the 5 minutes where like Red Team was just for some reason in an instant panic mode, for trying to like get these kills back in return.
Right, panic or asleep at the wheel or overconfident. It was some combination of those. And yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate because, like you were saying, the fact that Zami was just getting so beaten around, top lane Ravane just seemed to not be respecting how powerful J-Dog was.
And then the opposite happened,
right?
And J-Dog not respecting Ravane at some point. I would like to point out to Relexis that Set was first pick, so Mundo was the counter pick into Set there.
Yeah.
The first pick in this game was a Mumu, so but it really should have been sort of a red flag to pick up Set. But Set into picking up Set into a Mumu, I think is fine because you do block out a lot of damage if he got ahead. Unfortunately, he did not, and here comes the power of Mundo. Mundo's probably going to 1v3. Nope, he's just going to walk away. But
He'll let Lux get some kills.
Yeah, get that Lux some kills. You got to pad the KDA, as they like to say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
think
think
Black-
I don't
yeah.
think Zammy's died since that statement the game was over.
Yeah, once basically we once basically Pointy pointed out the game was over. Apparently that clicked in Sammy's head and he stopped dying to random like all-ins.
It's like, oh, the game's over. I guess I shouldn't die anymore.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't die anymore. Okay, guys, we're good, right? We're good. Okay, we're good.
I'd like to
Yeah.
say, since we're basically deciding this game's over, how much care has gone into this Mundo like reanimation? The fact that he's got that incredibly unique turret destroying animation.
Yeah,
Where's the
care.
love
I
for
actually
everyone
like-
else, man?
Yeah, I like how the reworked Mundo. I dislike the way they did the way they empowered him. Like the way that his damage curve comes. I think it's stupid. I don't think it's like indicative of like how Mundo used to play, and I think like that took like some skill to play. Like he was like not great in the meta, but I'm like there's so many more things you can do other than just giving him better stuff, right? Like his passive is basically a better Poppy. His E is basically a better Scion. His W is basically a better. Like there's so many things that he's just better with now with some champions. Like Scion basically I think gets nerfed because of Dr. Mundo. Because why play Scion when you can play Mundo?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, in terms of like the animation kit and stuff like that, they definitely put a lot of flavor into it, and it makes a lot of other champions look worse by comparison.
Yeah, I do agree. Mundo loses hard to certain champions. I think the way they made the champion, though, I think like it's a lot harder to lose, right? Because Mundo can basically now play even safer and not get uberly destroyed. I still think he loses hard to Darius, by the way. Like I think the old what are the old like counters like Darius Yorick, I think were the biggest two.
Well, we could talk more
Um
about that after we take a quick break.
yeah,
Heading
yes.
into game two, we'll see if they can tie it up 1-1. Don't go anywhere. Be right back.